Hello everyone, hopefully all doing good today. The other day I was reading Course in Miracles lesson number 4 that says that these thoughts do not mean anything, and if I share with you my experience when I was trying to apply this work to my everyday life, it's like whatever thought I was having along the day, and I was trying to remember that, oh, this thought doesn't mean anything. And you know what? Actually, it helps to stop diving in, yeah? You do not allow it to lead this thought to something else, yeah? If it was a negative one, so you just stop this thought leading you to something worse, yeah? So like, yeah, it's a good job to do. And today I'm about to read lesson number 5. Lesson number 5, because it's January 5th, right? Yeah, lesson number 5. I'm never upset for the reason I think. I'm never upset for the reason I think. Have you ever thought of the reason why you're upset? Probably you could say something like, oh, you made me feel upset, yeah? Or I'm upset because this happened to me. Yeah, I'm never upset for the reason I think. So why am I upset then? Okay, let's keep reading. This idea, like the preceding one, can be used with any person, situation, or event you think is causing you pain. Okay. Apply it specifically to wherever you believe is the cause of your upset, using the description of the feeling in whatever term seems accurate to you. The upset may seem to be fear, worry, depression, anxiety, anger, hatred, jealousy, or any number of forms, all of which will be perceived as different. This is not true. However, until you learn that form does not matter, each form becomes a proper subject for the exercises for the day. Applying the same idea to each of them separately is the first step in ultimately recognizing they are all the same. So we stop separating, yeah, them, this fear, this depression, because I remember that all of the psychiatrists, they can say, oh, name this feeling. Yeah, they are all the same. Yeah, they are all the same. When using the idea for today for a specific perceived cause of an upset in any form, use both the name of the form in which you see the upset and the cause which you ascribe to it. For example, I'm not angry at, for example, my neighbors for the reason I think. You put, yeah, someone you can be angry at. For example, I'm not angry at my husband, I'm not angry at my wife, yeah, for the reason I think. I'm not afraid of, and you put something. For example, I'm not afraid of death for the reason I think, yeah. But again, this should not be substituted for practice periods in which you first search your mind for sources of upset in which you believe and forms of upset which you think result. In these exercises, more than in the preceding ones, you may find it hard to be indiscriminate and to avoid giving greater weight to some subjects than to others. It might help to precede the exercises with the statement, there are no small upsets. They are all equally disturbing to my peace of mind. Then examine your mind for wherever is distressing you, regardless of how much or how little you think it is doing so. You may also find yourself less willing to apply today's idea to some perceived sources of upset than to others. If this occurs, think first of this. I cannot keep this form of upset and let the others go. For the purposes of these exercises, then I will regard them all as the same. So for example, if you think that it's not a big deal, sorry, you still do this work on them, yeah? We tend to do the work only that seems to us to be really big problem, yeah? But we do this work to everything that occurs in our life, like, yeah, even just neighbors are noisy, yeah? You just apply this on this situation as well. It's because it's like bothering you, yeah? So that's why you apply this lesson on everything. Then search your mind for no more than a minute or so and try to identify a number of different forms of upset that are disturbing you, regardless of the relative importance you may give them. Apply the idea for today to each of them using the name of both the source of the upset as you perceive it and of the feeling as you experience it. Further examples are: I'm not worried about, for example, my work, yeah, for the reason I think. I'm not depressed about my life for the reason I think. 3 or 4 times during the day is enough. All right, so I think that this lesson number 5 is actually helping us to remember to remove this thought why we can think why we are upset. Yeah, so like we just remember that, oh yeah, I'm never upset for the reason I think. I think this lesson just teaches us to remove the scapegoating out of us, yeah? We do not accuse anyone and anything why we can be upset. We just remember that we are never upset for the reason we think, yeah? So yeah, hopefully it can be useful for you, and see you tomorrow. Bye.